Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. It always seems impossible until it's done. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. We must use time creatively and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. It is not where you start, but how high you aim that matters for success. I never lose. I either win or learn. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end he and the other side must be closer and thus emerge stronger. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity, it is an act of justice. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived, it is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them, the chains on all of my people were the chains on me. Let there be work, bread, water, and salt for all. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. The true character of a society is revealed in how it treats its children. I like friends who have independent minds, because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A fundamental concern for others in our individual and community lives would go a long way in making the world the better place we so passionately dreamt of. There is no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. When a man has done what he considers to be his duty to his people and his country, he can rest in peace. I was not a messiah, but an ordinary man who had become a leader because of extraordinary circumstances. In countries where innocent people are dying, the leaders are following their blood rather than their brains. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. We owe our children the most vulnerable citizens in any society a life free from violence and fear. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Let your greatness blossom. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. We can change the world and make it a better place. It is in your hands to make a difference. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere. We must strive to be moved by a generosity of spirit that will enable us to outgrow the hatred and conflicts of the past. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. There is nothing more important in life than giving. Reconciliation means working together to correct the legacy of past injustice. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. It is wise to persuade people to do things and make them think it was their own idea.
Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more great content. Your support means a lot.